Welcome back, E-Crew. On today's vlog, we'll talk about this opportunity that we have on a project e-bike. Alright, so we were able to buy this motor in an Ariel Rider 52 volt, obviously a rear hub motor, online on Facebook Marketplace. And originally it was supposed to be on the on our Z1 here. I wanted to test out a dual motor setup with a mid-drive and a rear hub, but the axles don't fit, so I didn't do any measurements. But this axle is about a half inch wider. It won't fit in the frame, so that project is scrapped out. But we've always had this frame. We've had this for a while. It's our buddy Jerry's Rumble Air. He never liked the stock parts, so we took it off his hands, and this is the Rumble Air. And I believe what I'm gonna try to do is, once everything is together, I believe when I'm done with it, I'm gonna be placing the Ariel Rider rear hub so it drops it a little bit to the ground, because it had bigger motorcycle wheels originally. I'm actually not 100% sure what kind of wheels I'm gonna be putting on it, but I have to call up some motorcycle shops for lacing quotes. I gotta lace some things, but I can either use those wheels, I could use these wheels. These are all from Jerry. This looks like it's he already put Shinko tires on it. 2.75 thickness. Okay, max speed 93 miles per hour. So these are motorcycle rated wheels. I can use these, but I think I want to drop it lower to the ground, because the Rumble Air, you don't see a lot of it, but it's a little high on the for someone like me, for 5'7". But basically, in summary, we have a motor, we have a frame, we have a battery. These were all takeoffs from individuals that have other projects, and I just happen to have bought their spare parts, and now it's my project. One man's junk is another man's treasure, right? Everything is everywhere right now. I gotta bolt everything, the suspensions, the bolts, so stick around for the final project. But I'm not entirely sure what wheel I'm going to be using yet, whether it's 20-inch fat or the moto tires. This is the battery here. It's a 48 volt 23 amp, so it's pretty good on the range. But check out these headlights. It's cool looking, but honestly, this is like a lamp. Like, it's not good for the street. It's not bright enough. But we'll see about that. I'm really worried more for what wheel. I'm really more concerned about what wheel we're using. If you know me, I don't really care for high-powered vehicles. I'm not out here looking to make this go 40 to 60 miles an hour. I just cruise ride on the streets. I'm more of a mountain bike person. So to me, like something like this, 30 mile per hour, 1,000 watt to 2,000 watt rear hub motor should suffice for me. Jerry was originally gonna make this his project bike. But he ended up using a buzzer off frame, and then he spent about $7,000 on that beast of a bike that he has. He has like a 12K watt motor, and then he goes about, I believe, 60 miles an hour on his buzzer off frame. But this was originally his project bike, but he scrapped it out. He didn't like what he was seeing, and now it's on our hands. These are the forks we're planning on using. D&M Volcano, brand new, really good on the shocks. Haven't tried it yet, but Yeah, this was from Jerry as well. He likes top of the line things, or he likes upgrading forks. That looks like a better fork than the surron, to be honest. These are the actual. It came with the Ariel Rider controller. I believe it goes up to 35 amp. Pretty much complete. I just don't have headlights for now. Looks like it's XT60 already. This is for the accessories. This should be for the pedal assist. This is your motor. So lots of things to put together. Some suspensions for the rear. Once I get that going. Again, everything is everywhere, but this is actually a nice little project that we're currently working on. This is my Ariel Rider display. Basically, yeah, we have Ariel Rider 52 volts components that we're gonna try to put in this frame. It's not much of an upgrade, I get it, but basically it's the parts that we have, right? We're just putting things together. I'm not gonna be spending a lot of money on this. Hopefully, I can't make up my mind whether I want taller wheels or the 20-inch fat. I like the 20-inch fat wheels because I want this lower, because the frame is such a high bike. But we'll see. We will see. This was the original motor and wheel, and he didn't like it at all. It was very for such a big motor. It was very underwhelming. It only goes up to, I think, 28 to 30 miles an hour. As much as it looks like a motorcycle, it's actually like a underperforming for what it is. So we're not going to be using that. I'll put that aside. I'm going to have to find a motorcycle shop or maybe a bike shop to choose between these wheels to get this motor on this somehow. If it feels right, if there's enough clearance, I want to stick with 20-inch by 4 wheels, so a little lower to the ground. But we'll see. Or the worst case scenario is I could have it mullet style. I mean, I could have the fat wheel on the rear and this on the front, and I want to just see how comfortable that might be. So just things to determine. All right. And I had to run some numbers, and ultimately I just want a comfort cruise ride, a comfort e-bike. I wanted to mention that these are actually like a pretty rare e-bike that you don't really see, but I really like the industrial look of this frame. It looks kind of like almost industrial alien-like, because it has some, their main logo symbols are like this little thing with their headlight. Swing arm is actually heavier than the frame, it feels like, or just as heavy. Jerry basically dismantled the crap out of this bike, but one man's discontinued project is another man's new project. I guess that's the way I would see it. But I'm just trying to smooth everything that he cut off. This is supposed to be for like the seat. Either get this welded back or bolted on. We'll see. It'll also determine the height of the bike. So stick around once I piece everything together. Thank you for tuning in on this quick update project e-bike vlog. Like and subscribe for more content. This is Julian signing out. See you guys in the next one. Peace.